There's a technique they never wanted you to learn. Not because it doesn't work, but because it works too well. This isn't visualization, this isn't manifestation, hype. This is energetic engineering. And once you understand how it works, your vibration will never be the same. Neither will your income. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to pull money out of thin air, while others work themselves into exhaustion and stay stuck, this is your answer. Because wealth is not about effort, it's about frequency. The truth is, your vibration is either attracting or repelling money in every moment, not consciously, energetically. And today, we're going to raise that vibration permanently. The technique you're about to unlock was hidden, shamed, dismissed as woo-woo, because if the masses learned how to align with abundance without struggle, systems of control would collapse. So here we are. You didn't click on this video by accident. There's something inside you, maybe curiosity, maybe desperation, maybe power, that's finally waking up. For the next 25 minutes, don't try to understand everything, just feel. Because the energy coded in these words, it's not just inspiration, it's reprogramming. By the end of this, your wealth frequency will be recalibrated, and you'll no longer be chasing money. Money will be chasing you. So before we go further, type in the comments, "I'm open to receive wealth now." Then close your eyes, take a breath, and feel your frequency shift. Let's begin. There is a reason you are here. And no, it's not chance, it's not luck. It's because something in your energy field called this moment forward. A deeper part of you, one that's long been silenced by logic and limitation, is ready to remember, ready to unlock what was once called forbidden. Not because it was dangerous, but because it was powerful. For too long, you've been told that money is the reward for sacrifice. That wealth is something you must chase, bleed for, and earn only through exhaustion. But you're beginning to see through the illusion, aren't you? You're beginning to realize that the world you were taught to trust has kept you small, energetically, financially, spiritually. You were programmed to survive, but your soul was built to expand. And expansion doesn't come from stress, it comes from frequency, alignment, vibration. Today isn't about a tip or a trick. What you're about to experience is a recalibration, a full energetic shift that begins with awareness and ends in embodiment. Because the truth is, money was never outside of you. It was never in the job, the economy, the lucky break. It was always waiting for one thing, your signal. That signal isn't begging, it isn't desperation, it's power. Quiet, clear, magnetic power. The kind that doesn't ask, but commands. Not with force, but with resonance. We live in a vibrational universe. Everything responds to energy, especially money. It's not the grind that attracts it, it's the glow. It's not your schedule, it's your signal. That's why two people can do the same thing, say the same words, put in the same effort, and get drastically different results. Because it's never just about action, it's always about frequency. The forbidden technique you're about to activate isn't found in any textbook. It doesn't belong to any guru. It's older than language. It's embedded in the very fabric of your being. It's the part of you that remembers what abundance actually is. Not more stuff, but more flow, more receiving, more allowing. And once this technique clicks into place, once your field aligns, everything changes. You stop chasing, you stop convincing, you stop feeling like you have to earn every ounce of security. Instead, money begins to notice you, opportunities begin to orbit you, and peace starts to replace panic. This is not magic, it's not fluff, it's frequency mechanics. As we go deeper, you may feel subtle shifts, a warmth in your chest, a lightness in your breath, a release of pressure you didn't even know you were holding. That's your system responding. That's your energetic field saying yes, because you didn't come here to learn how to get money. You came to remember how to let it come to you. You are the source, the current, the code. And when you tap into that code, wealth is no longer something you try to manifest. It becomes inevitable, natural, effortless, because it no longer feels foreign, it feels familiar. So here's what you do. Breathe, listen, receive. This isn't about thinking positive. It's not about visualizing a car or a house. This is about becoming the kind of energy that those things naturally respond to. Not in 10 years, not after burnout, but now. We're not unlocking money, we're unlocking you. the you that wealth has always been looking for. So stay here, let it unfold, let the technique find its rhythm in your field, because after this moment, you don't go back to normal, you go forward into a reality where money no longer ignores your efforts, it reflects your energy, and that energy, it's finally aligned. You've felt it before, those fleeting moments when everything seems to flow, when an unexpected payment shows up, when you think of someone and they call, when life bends ever so slightly in your favor, and you say, that was weird, but it wasn't weird, it was alignment. And the truth is, those moments don't have to be rare, they only feel rare because most people are stuck in survival mode, chained to beliefs that tell them money only comes through pain, struggle, or endless sacrifice. But that's not the truth, it's just the program. A program built to keep you small, obedient, and disconnected from your own magnetism. But today, you're rewriting the code, because the forbidden technique isn't about doing more, it's about becoming more, without the burnout. It's about shifting your energetic baseline from barely enough to overflow, not because you hustle harder, but because your vibration finally becomes impossible to ignore. Let's be clear, money doesn't respond to worthiness, it responds to energy. You don't have to prove yourself to it. You don't need to wait until you're healed or ready. You just have to tune your signal, and tuning begins with truth. So ask yourself, what did they teach you about money that no longer fits? That you have to deserve it? That only greedy people have a lot of it? That wanting more makes you shallow? These beliefs aren't yours. You inherited them from systems that needed you to stay limited, energetically and financially. But you don't serve anyone by staying small. You don't help the world by struggling. And you certainly don't heal others by ignoring your own ability to receive. When you thrive, fully unapologetically, you become a lighthouse. Your frequency becomes a map for others who forgot their own power. So today, let's activate that. Close your eyes, or keep them open. It doesn't matter. Just take a breath and repeat internally. I am open. I am aligned. I am magnetic to wealth that matches my highest frequency. Feel those words settle in, not as hope, but as truth. Let your body feel safe with the idea of abundance. Let your nervous system finally exhale, because real wealth doesn't feel like chaos. It feels like calm. If there's tension, let it rise. If there's doubt, let it move through. You're not blocking anything. You're simply clearing space. Because once your frequency is clean, the attraction begins. Ideas show up. People respond. Messages arrive, not randomly, but rhythmically, in sync with your new energetic signature. This is the shift, from waiting to receiving, from trying to allowing. And remember, you're not starting from scratch. The magnetism has always been inside you. This technique simply wakes it up. It brings clarity to your chaos. It tells your cells to remember what it means to call in instead of chase after. You are now walking as the version of yourself that money recognizes. And that version doesn't second guess. That version doesn't shrink to make others comfortable. That version doesn't apologize for their light. That version is you. Now, as this frequency anchors in, understand this. You don't need permission to prosper. You don't need approval to attract. You just need to hold the signal, day after day, moment after moment. And when doubt creeps in, you return, not to effort, but to energy, to this space, to your center. Let this be your new truth. Money flows to me because I remember who I am. Not because you're lucky, not because of some algorithm, but because of alignment, because of resonance, because your vibration has finally come home to wealth. So as this session continues, let it deepen. Let the field around you adjust. Let the version of you that already lives in abundance step forward and stay. Because this isn't a motivational video. This is an activation. This is a code. This is the part where your energy stops whispering and starts declaring, I no longer chase money. I attract it, easily, naturally, powerfully. And the more you remember this frequency, the more the world will bend to meet you. Good. Now that your energy is here, truly here, we can go deeper. Because this isn't surface work, this is soul circuitry. And what's unfolding right now is a complete upgrade to how your system holds, processes, and magnetizes money. You see, most people think wealth is something that arrives someday after years of effort, luck, or a sudden opportunity. But those who really understand how the quantum field works, know something very different. Wealth is not something you wait for, it's something you tune into. And you tune in by becoming vibrationally compatible with it. You don't wait for money to validate your worth. You anchor your worth first, and money follows. This is the core of the forbidden technique. It bypasses traditional logic. It speaks directly to your energetic body. It unlocks the codes you didn't even know you were carrying. Codes you were born with, but buried under years of doubt, fear, and conditioning. Right now, as these words move through you, they're doing more than sounding good. They're activating dormant circuits in your field. They're reintroducing you to your original frequency, the one that never questioned if abundance was natural, the one that always expected ease, flow, and expansion. But here's the part that most people miss. Your energy doesn't just need to be high, it needs to be clear. So many people try to raise their vibration while still holding on to old beliefs. I have to work harder. Money doesn't grow on trees. I'm not the kind of person who gets rich. And that's like trying to light a candle in a storm. You might spark something, but it won't hold. So right now, we clear. Let go of the need to prove. Let go of the timeline. Let go of the idea that you are behind. Because the truth is, you're right on time. And if you've been seeing signs, repeating numbers, dreams that feel like messages, strangers bringing up the exact thing you've been thinking, that's not random. That's alignment knocking. That's your field responding to your inner shift. So here's what I want you to remember. You are not chasing money. You are calling it in. You are not hoping to receive. You are expecting to. You are not lacking. You are opening. And every single time you choose trust over fear, openness over control, flow over force, you realign, you return. And when that return becomes your normal reality bends, you meet the right client. The unexpected check comes. The opportunity shows up, not because you begged for it, but because you finally stopped blocking it. And this is where the transformation becomes permanent. Because once you've felt what it's like to be the source, not the seeker, everything changes. Your vibration no longer whispers, "Please pick me." It declares, "I am the frequency. Come match me." And money listens. Because money, like all energy, follows resonance. And resonance follows truth. So right now in this space, feel the truth rising. Feel your old story loosening its grip. Feel the version of you that waited, dissolving. And feel the new you, the magnetic, aligned, unapologetically abundant you stepping forward. Stay here for a moment, in stillness. Let your body memorize this frequency. This is the real work. Not striving, not scripting, not chasing shadows, but holding, embodying, the version of you that already has it. And from this place, reality reorganizes. Because in the quantum field, the shift happens before the evidence. The evidence is simply the echo. So if things begin to change quickly, trust that. If things fall apart suddenly, celebrate that. That means your old alignment is breaking down to make space for the new. This is your new baseline. This is your natural frequency. This is your magnetic field, finally free to do what it was always designed to do. Attract, multiply, expand. And it does it all without effort. Why? Because you remembered the truth. Money is not earned, it's allowed. And today you allowed. Take a breath. You've just entered a new dimension of receiving. Now hold the field. Because from here on out, everything changes. You didn't come here to survive another day. You didn't show up to simply get by. You came here to remember that there's a frequency within you, a magnetic field that was always designed to pull wealth toward you. It's not luck. It's not chance. It's not even hard work. It's alignment. The reason money felt distant was never because it wasn't real. It was because your energy wasn't fully available to receive it. Not because you didn't want it, but because deep down, part of you didn't believe you were safe with it. You were told that wealth is for the lucky, that it comes from hustle, that sacrifice is a virtue. But the truth is simpler. Money is responsive to clarity, to confidence, to certainty. Money follows instruction, and the clearest instruction it understands is vibration. So what if today, right now, your energy became the clearest it's ever been? What if there was nothing left to prove, nothing to force, nothing to chase, just alignment, just a clean signal, just a frequency that says, I am ready, I am aligned, I am available for more? That's where this forbidden technique begins to bloom. not as some mystical spell, but as an internal decision to stop fighting the natural laws of attraction. You are not here to convince the universe to bless you. You are here to remember it already has. Take a breath now, and feel what happens when you no longer see money as out there. Feel what happens when you bring your awareness back to your own energy field, the very place money responds to first. It's not your degree, not your job title, not even your talents. It's your vibration. And right now, that vibration is rising, permanently. There's a hum beneath your awareness, a subtle shift that begins the moment you stop questioning your worth and start commanding your field. Say this with me again, in your own rhythm. I don't need to earn more to become more. I raise my value by being who I already am. I allow myself to receive without guilt, without shame, without apology. I forgive the past scarcity stories. They are no longer mine. I calibrate to the energy of wealth, consistently and unapologetically. I am a frequency matched to freedom, to flow, to fortune. I activate wealth in my words, my presence and my silence. Let these affirmations work like seeds in the soil of your subconscious. You don't need to force them to grow. Just hold the vibration. This is the shift that changes everything, not because of how loud it is, but because of how true it is. You see, most people try to create wealth by doing, but what you're doing now is far more powerful. You're becoming the version of yourself that doesn't need to try. That simply is. It's the difference between pushing and magnetizing, between wishing and receiving, between scarcity and sovereignty. And now that your system has tasted the vibration of true wealth alignment, there is no going back. Your baseline has changed. Your field has shifted. Your reality is responding. You'll start to notice small signs. Money showing up in strange places. People offering you help or value unexpectedly. Ideas that once felt out of reach suddenly feel easy. This is not a trick, it's resonance. Because when you resonate with abundance, you no longer need to force abundance to come. You become the portal through which it flows. And here's the wildest part. This shift doesn't only change your finances, it changes your relationships, your health, your time, your future. Why? Because wealth was never just about money. It's about energy availability. It's about how safe you feel to receive the life you say you want. And now you are safe, not because the world outside has changed, but because something inside you has. And that's where the forbidden technique truly completes itself, not in a secret mantra or method, but in the part of you that finally let go of proving and started allowing. If you've made it this far, it means something inside you is ready to lead your life from a higher frequency. And that means everything changes from here. You've now crossed an energetic threshold, and while everything outside might still look the same, something inside you is forever altered. You've stepped beyond the idea that wealth is earned, and into the knowing that wealth is embodied. This is not delusion, this is design. You were never meant to chase money. You were meant to become the kind of energy it can't resist. That's why this isn't about forcing change. It's about surrendering into resonance, into a deeper harmony between your beliefs and your vibration. And that's where the final shift begins. Ask yourself now, gently, where in my life am I still blocking the flow? It could be hidden in your language. I can't afford that. Maybe later. It's too expensive. These phrases don't just describe your finances. They design them. So we release them now, and in their place we install new codes. Simple, powerful, undeniable. Money supports me with ease. I am resourced always. It is safe to have more than enough. Let these words not just touch your ears but your cells. Because wealth doesn't just come through opportunities. It comes through availability, through energetic space, and through emotional permission. That's why this work matters so much. Because even if you had $1 million tomorrow, without the vibration to hold it, it would leave just as quickly. Wealth flows to those who can hold it, not with fear or control but with clarity and trust. So right now you're doing more than listening to a video. You're coding your field, you're upgrading your inner wealth grid, and whether you feel a tingle, a shift in breath, a drop in your belly, or even just a still calm presence, you're changing timelines. You're tuning to a frequency that is no longer just reactive, it's creative. Because money is not a reward, it's a mirror. It reflects what you believe you are worthy of. what you allow yourself to feel, what you silently expect. And the moment you decide, truly decide, that abundance is your new normal, the universe has no choice but to respond. So feel it now, the part of you that always knew this was possible. The part of you that waited for this moment to remember what it feels like to trust yourself again. You were never meant to be in survival, you were designed for overflow. The world may keep spinning, the bills may keep coming, but you've shifted into a new state of being. And from this state, every action you take becomes more potent. Every choice you make holds more magnetic charge. You speak with power, you move with peace. You receive without guilt, and you give without fear. This is the wealth frequency in motion, not as a dream, but as a reality being built in real time, through the energy you now hold. Let that settle in. You didn't need to hustle harder. You didn't need to study one more course. You needed to become this version of you, the one who lets wealth find them because their vibration is finally loud enough to be heard. And it is, right now, in this moment. It is being heard, by opportunities, by people, by experiences, by the invisible field that surrounds you. You are no longer asking for wealth, you are standing in it, breathing in it, being it. And from this day forward, your frequency will speak before you do. Let your energy walk into rooms before your body arrives. Let your vibration say what words can't, because that's what wealth does. It's not loud, it's clear. You are now clear, and the money is on its way. Take a breath, not just to calm your body, but to anchor this truth into your being. Something has shifted. You may not be able to fully explain it, but you can feel it. The subtle calm, the quiet certainty, the inner knowing that the old story about money no longer belongs to you. You weren't born to struggle, hustle endlessly, or beg the universe to notice you. You were born to remember that wealth is not something you run toward, it's something you align with. That alignment just happened. And from this moment forward, you are no longer chasing money, money is chasing you. This wasn't just a guided practice, it was an energetic transmission, an unlocking of your innate abundance frequency. You've raised your vibration, you've reconnected with your inner receiving field, and what you attract now will reflect that. Let go of the need to see instant results, because the frequency you're tuned into now is already creating ripple effects in the unseen. You'll begin to notice synchronicities, opportunities, and sudden clarity. Don't ignore them. They are signs. You've done something powerful. You've remembered who you are beneath the noise. You've reclaimed your right to receive. So take this new frequency with you as you move through the world. Speak less from fear. Act more from alignment. Choose not what's familiar, but what resonates. And remind yourself daily, wealth is not a goal, it's a vibration. And I already carry it. This bundet wad, it's a vibration. You've stepped into something irreversible, not because you changed the world around you, but because you changed you. And that shift, it echoes through every part of your reality now. You'll notice subtle things first. The conversations that once drained you, they fall away. The endless pressure to do more, it softens. People treat you differently. Opportunities appear without struggle. You start to receive without chasing. This isn't magic, it's alignment. And this is what it feels like to finally stop resisting your natural magnetism. So, as you move forward from here, know this: you don't need to be louder, faster, or more productive to be wealthy. Your presence alone has become the signal. Your vibration is now your strategy, and the universe listens. You were never meant to fit into a system that told you money was scarce. You were never meant to measure your worth by your output. You came here to remember, to awaken the part of you that already knows how to receive, how to allow, how to thrive. This is not the end of your journey. It's the moment it truly begins. Speak with power, move with clarity, expect without tension, and when the old doubts return, and they will smile, because you know now you've upgraded the code. You've tuned to a higher signal, and from this vibration money can't help but find you. You are the magnet now, and you always were. And remember, wealth is not something you force, it's something you allow. It doesn't come to those who strive hardest, but to those who resonate clearest. When your energy becomes a safe place for abundance to land, it arrives effortlessly, not through hustle, but through harmony. See you in the next video.